Hi, I'm Crows with Comics Online, and I'm here with Vernon Wells, previously of Power Rangers Time Force, Commando, and a whole bunch of stuff. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How's yourself?
Pretty good. How are you enjoying the con? How's it been?
It's been fun. I've met a lot of people. I love meeting all the fans that come out to see us and talk to us, which has been really cool. Been a lot of people here. I mean, 130,000 people or something. It's been pandemonium for 4 days, but it's interesting. It's just a really cool place to be.
Yeah, it really is. You were one of the most memorable Power Ranger villains in many fans' eyes. Now with the re-release, I'm not sure if you heard about the Netflix re-release of Power Rangers Time Force and the upcoming DVD releases. What do you think about that?
I actually had not heard of it until today, so...
Really?
Yeah, so I think it's a great idea. I like it. I like the idea of having everything re-released and coming out on DVD, and the fans seem to like it, so why not?
Showing a new generation of Power Rangers Time Force and including Rancic antics.
Yes, the Rancic antics, yeah.
That's a tongue twister for you.
I like it that way.
So, what have you been working on recently?
I did a film last year called The Pod, which is a science fiction movie with aliens, which was kind of fun. And I do a lot of voiceover. I've got a game that's out at the moment called Darksiders.
Yes, I'm actually a big fan of Darkseid. Will you be in returning Darksiders 2, maybe?
Yes, they're bringing back the character I play, which is Samuel.
Yep.
And Samuel will be back, and this one is based on death.
Yep, that is correct.
And he's coming back to avenge his friend War. So that's what the game is about. They told me they're making 4. They're basing them all on the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. So I'll probably be in all 4 of them.
That's great. I can't wait to hear you in them. Now, we've been, since Rancic is just such a wonderful character, I'm sure you had many great memories of being him on set. Care to, share a couple of your favorite memories?
Yeah, he was kind of an interesting character. I remember the first day that I arrived on set, I was standing in front of my caravan, and Erin came running out of her caravan and raced over and wrapped her arms around my neck and said, "And who do you play?" And I said, "I'm Rancic. I think I kill your boyfriend." And she just looked at me and said, "I don't like you," and walked away. And that was like, I was like, who was that? So that was kind of fun, but I got on famously with everybody. I love the cast. We had a great cast. I mean, we had one of the best years because everybody in the cast was so good.
Yeah, and you're all, so amazingly, all the characters well-defined. Rancic is one of the best villains. Nadira, your daughter in the series, really one of the most, most complex characters in Power Rangers so far for a villain character.
Yeah, it was interesting because I don't know if you know, but Nadira was supposed to be the villain.
Yes.
And they decided that in that particular series that they would change the whole thing and make the villain human, which is the first time they'd actually done that.
That's true.
And it turned out really well. I mean, and they brought Nadira in as my daughter, which turned out even better. So we had a great team, and the writers, because I guess a lot of us were a lot more mature, they wrote great scripts. We had really cool scripts. People thought that actually Erin was possibly my daughter from another marriage because there were so many scripts where the two of us faced off in this kind of fun sort of way. We were never kind of mean to each other, but
lots of back and forth.
Yeah, lots of back and forth. And people were like, I get a lot of people ask me, they go, was Nadira, was the Pink Ranger your daughter or something? And it's like, no, she was the Pink Ranger, because it just worked that way. Because we were great buddies anyway.
Now, okay, so I just introduced my girlfriend for the first time to Power Rangers Time Force, and she has fallen in love with it. What do you think makes the series just so accessible for, anyone? You mentioned how complex characters are. Is the writing, is it, what do you think really drew people to Power Rangers Time Force than any other series?
I think that the Time Force, just all the components worked. Everything came together. We had great writing, we had great actors, we had a good crew. And it was also the last series they shot here, so everybody was kind of, we were all working. Actually, at that stage, we thought it was the last series, period.
Yeah.
We didn't think they were doing another one. So I think it just worked because everybody was having such a good time. You know, we all enjoyed it. Nobody was kind of standing back going, "Oh, it's just Power Rangers, you know, it's a kid's show, let's not worry."
It was very complex.
Yeah, we did some great, I mean, we did that double episode which had...
The movies.
The movie one, which had me coming in as Wes, and we did a whole lot of stuff like that, which was really cool. They'd never done that in any other show. And then, of course, I think the only thing that I didn't agree with was the redemption in the end.
Yeah, that's kind of seemed a bit kind of forced.
Yeah, I mean, you know, to make him suddenly become like he thinks he's nearly killed his daughter and he becomes totally different. I think I think Rancic should have gone out as Rancic. I think he should have always been that way.
What would have been the perfect ending, you think, if you were allowed to write Rancic's end?
Rancic's ending in the thing? I think the perfect ending for me would have been that you never know where Rancic is. He just, right there at the end after that whole thing came down and after, you know, his robots were killed and all the Power Rangers, the Time Force had won, basically. I think Rancic should have just gone. And we never knew where. He just like zapped out of here.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, because then it would have been much more fun because you're like, oh, well, maybe he'll come back. I wonder where he went.
Maybe it'll be a sequel. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, it could have been anything. But, I mean, the way they did it was the way they did it every time. They always had that redemption of the villain, and then they would have the first episode of the new season where both groups got together and you had the good villain being a good guy. So, I mean, it was the way it is, and you accept it. I mean, it was a good show, and I enjoyed it, and had a lot of fun with it.
Now, finally, we've been asking this question to everyone at Comic-Con this year, and I think you would have a great answer for this one. And I see you're giving me that judgmental look. So, if you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be, and why?
If I was a dinosaur, what dinosaur would I be and why?
Just to give you a little example of what other people said, Bruce Campbell said he'd be the dinosaur that killed all the other dinosaurs.
Damn it, Bruce, you took my line. You know what? I think I would have to be the biggest dinosaur. Yeah, I'd have to be the biggest mother dinosaur on the block that nobody else messed with.
The mother flipping dinosaur.
The mother flipping dinosaur, and that when Bruce Campbell's dinosaur came around, I would kick his ass like nothing else. And I think that would be, for me, that would be the fun part of being a dinosaur. A big mother that nobody messed with. Like, that's kind of the way my characters go, so I'd have to be the biggest dinosaur.
In a fight between Bruce Campbell's dinosaur and your dinosaur, I'd have to say I'd put money down on your dinosaur, good sir.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah. And stay tuned to Comics Online for more Power Ranger coverage and more coverage of Comic-Con 2011.